AG47 Fantasy, welcome. Mid-August, we're finishing the first week of the preseason. 2 successful lineups given in a row, but not amazing lineups. So, let's move on. A 3-game slate today, but really 2.5 games because I can't take players from the Minnesota Vikings, sort of like I couldn't take Steelers yesterday. The Hall of Fame game, they did not put players on. Now, when you have a small field, analyze the game. If you have lots of great information, then it could be very valuable. And if you don't, then you have limited skill. You could say, well, it's horrible because you only got so much information. Well, my opponents only have so much information as well. So I put that into perspective. If I can find, let's just put it this way. If there was, say, 12 games going on, but there was one game where I like 4 players from, well, if that one game was in a 3-game slate, it would be a very good play still nonetheless. But here, no, it's not a great play, but I'm still putting one lineup out to have action, and because I still feel that I have an edge in the game. So, what's my lineup? Well, let's go through it. First, at quarterback, I want whoever is starting for the Houston Texans, and I think it's going to be Brian Hoyer. But if I find out at 4 o'clock today or 5 o'clock that it's Ryan Mallett, I'm going to switch it up and put him in. At running back, I'm going to go with the starter, but not really, and I'm going to go with one real starter later on. Alfred Blue of the Houston Texans. He was really good last year in fantasy when you need him, but he played like shit, though, overall, as far as his overall quality is concerned. So he really does need to step his game up. I think he's going to have a decent amount of playing time. And I'm really going big with the Houston stack because I got 4 Houston players and I'm going to play their defense later on too. So Alfred Blue in at running back, where my other running back will be backup running back of the Kansas City Chiefs, Knile Davis. Knile Davis. He's a really good player actually, so I'm just going to put him in because that's what I know about him. Now my only guy that I really love is up next at wide receiver, and that's Robert Herron of Tampa Bay. When I was going through all of these great young players that have been impressive through camp, many of which have had good games, like the 2 running backs that I gave you yesterday, he's one of them. So I need him to get me 5 points so I can go 4-0 on my heads-up matches on draft day, and I've already won my 50-50. I've already got 3 heads-up wins and my 50-50 win. But I need Robert Herron to get me like 5 points. And I'm going to sweep the board on draft day. Perfect. My next receiver, I'm going to go with a starter. And that's DeAndre Hopkins. And I think because Houston's in a quarterback controversy, they're going to play their starters, especially guys that help them, which is really only Hopkins, and an extra amount of time. Last night, Julio Jones got like 4 catches for like 50 yards and a touchdown, something like that. So, hey, way to get like 15 points. And with Green Bay, Mike McCarthy put his starters out for a full quarter. Do I expect this to be the case with Houston? And yeah, I do actually. I do expect them to play the whole quarter. But I really am also playing that Brian Hoyer's going to throw him a touchdown. Plain and simple. You're in a GPP with a lot of people. You're handcuffing the quarterback with him. He's their best player. He's a guy you need to look for to get your early first 7 points on the board. Next up, wide receiver Jalen Strong of the Houston Texans. I just know he's playing. That's quite frankly, that's it. He's playing. See, this is a hard week. This is a very hard week. Hoping to get my first point at tight ends. The guy I had yesterday said he was unlikely to play, so I put in somebody else. A guy on Buffalo, I think it was, but he didn't get any points for me. Brandon Myers of Tampa Bay. That's who I'm playing today. And I knew yesterday that I should have played Virgil Green. I've been talking big about him for about a month, and I've been thinking about drafting in regular leagues. All he did yesterday was get like 4 or 5 catches and a touchdown. So it really does sting when you make these plays, you know it, and you don't make the plays, really. So, yeah. John Brown will be my flex play, wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals. And finishing off on my defense special teams will be the Houston Texans. To support the channel, give it a thumbs up. comment on the video, share the video. Also, with any affiliate links down below, if you sign up, register, deposit with any of the 3 affiliates that I have, that is great. That is how you keep this channel active, free, with amazing fantasy football information. Week 1 preseason is just coming to an end, which means that there is still over 20 fantasy football weeks left, and it's time to kick some butt. Thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.